Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily O'Shea. This is week 4 of the 2020 preview of the LSU Tigers. The Tigers that I believe are going to go undefeated once again, like the 94-95 Nebraska Cornhuskers. Those big cats out there in the SEC West that are just waiting to be unleashed. We have done three episodes in this series. First episode, we talked about the coaches. Second episode, we talked about Myles Brennan. Third episode, we talked about those beastly savages at wide receiver, the best wide receiving group in the country. Today, we will talk about a combination of the offensive line and the running back room. I firmly believe that LSU will have the best offensive line in the country again. They're bigger, and these running backs, I think this is going to be a huge difference in the production of LSU. Let's just rewind this back, because as you see, my man John Emery just out here going crazy. I'm going to start this over. Let's start with the offensive line. You lost Lloyd Cushenberry, you lost Adrian McGee, you lost Damian Lewis. You lost Sadiq Charles. That's cool. Those guys were great. Obviously, they won the Joe Moore Award. You replace Lloyd Cushenberry with Chasen Hines. He will be competing with Joseph Evans. I personally want Chasen Hines to win the job. I hope he wins the job. Chasen Hines is a monster. Came in number 6 overall guard in the country, coming out of high school, started as a freshman against that against that defensive line at Auburn. He had no experience prior to that. He held his own. He is a 6'3", 340-pound mammoth. There will be nothing you can do, okay? Left guard, Ed Ingram comes back. He was suspended his sophomore year. Last year, he came on the team. Wasn't able to win his position over Adrian McGee. It's okay. Ed Ingram started his whole freshman year at left guard. So we bring that back with experience. He's a 6'4", 300-pound mean offensive lineman. He comes with pure thunder. He brings the thump. He is no joke in there. A pure bully. Left tackle, I mentioned Sadiq Charles is gone. Dari Rosenthal is coming to replace him. Dari Rosenthal, because Sadiq Charles was suspended for a number of games, got a lot of playing time last year. Dari Rosenthal, Alabama fans may remember, was committed to Alabama until the 2018 recruiting class, where Ed Orgeron continued to remind people that he's the best recruiter in the country, and he got Dari to flip. Dari is only 6'7", 338 pounds, and he is a true left tackle. He will be a great left tackle, probably a first-round pick when it's all said and done. At right guard, you got a little position battle between what was the former number 1 overall offensive lineman in the country, Cardell Thomas, a pure beast out of Baton Rouge, and then a man by the name of Anthony Bradford out of Michigan. Both of them, Cardell Thomas is 6'3", 350. Anthony Bradford is 6'7", about 365. I mean, just humongous. And then at right tackle, Austin Deculus is back. Austin Deculus has started for the last 2 seasons. He's 6'7", 330. So behind that offensive line, you got these running backs here. Right now, you're watching John Emery's highlights. We all know about John Emery, former number 1 overall running back in the country, about 5'11", 205, extreme speed and explosion. Just a great player. Didn't really hit his stride last year as a freshman because you see this guy here, Mr. Tyrion Davis-Price. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. But yes, back to John Emery, he can do it all. He's dynamic. They want to get somebody that can replace what Clyde Edwards-Helaire did. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had extreme production, and it was great. And he was great coming out the backfield in the passing game. I think John Emery is going to be great coming out the backfield in the passing game. This guy right here, Tyrion Davis-Price, boy. Only a true freshman last year again. 6'1", 230. As you can see, he's got good footwork. He's got good speed. He is a problem. He is big. He is a bully. He is a handful to tackle, and he can move. Okay, as you can see, he has a punishing running style to go with this offensive line. This is one of the main reasons I say LSU will be better than they were last year, because even though they lost Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think that the talent level as a whole at running back has stepped up just slightly. You know, last week I mentioned the tight end Eric Gilbert, but I forgot to mention, I think his name is Tracy Cole. Another guy that's about 6'7", 240 pounds, coming out of high school, natural tight end. He's going to fill in very well. These running backs here, like, I strongly believe last year LSU had 2 receivers have 1,000 yards receiving. I think that's going to happen again this year, maybe 3. I think that it's very possible. This is why Miles Brennan's job is going to be so easy. I think it's very possible for LSU to have 2 running backs that rush for 1,000 yards. I mean, these guys are punishing, bruising backs that can also take it the distance. Like, they're not slow at all by any means of the stretch. So, I mean, when you got guys that can break it, you got that passing game, you got a real problem on your hands, like, seriously, okay? The third running back that I'm going to talk about, my man Chris Curry. Chris Curry has been grinding. He's been sitting back waiting his turn. Y'all saw him in the Oklahoma game just running through guys. I mean, y'all didn't even know he was on the team until that playoff game, and he came out and just, you know, had his way with Oklahoma. And, you know, I mean, look at this guy. Look at Terry Davis just running through guys. Let me just pause. Look at this. Oh, yeah, that was that first round pick from Oklahoma right there. Ain't that him? Yeah, Mr. Murray got ran through. Yes, the running back room for LSU is loaded. Everybody's big. They're all, I mean, you got John Emery is the flashy guy, but those other 2 guys are extreme punishing style running backs. You know, so again, like I said last week, when you roll out your 6'7" DBs, okay, because you're trying to stop the passing game. You just heard with that offensive line waves. You're going to put 7 DBs on the field and only leave 4. What, you going to have 3 down linemen and a linebacker out there? With these running backs? Whoa. I'm telling you now, it's going to be a long season for y'all next year. The best thing y'all can do is hope that COVID stops the season from happening. Okay? Look at this guy, man. Just physical. Okay, the running game is going to be physical. We are going to be able to throw the ball all over you. They're also going to be able to run it down your throat. Pure smash mouth football along with the passing game. This is why I say Clyde Edwards-Helaire was pretty much the only running back that was used last year. I mean, you saw these guys play. You saw Tyrion get a couple more carries, and look at this guy, Chris Curry. I've been waiting to get to his highlights. You know, look at these guys, man. All punishing style running backs. Every one of them. So you're going to try to bring all these DBs and all these coverages out to stop the best wide receiving core in the country. And you're going to have to deal with this running game. Because last year we did the same thing with Clyde. These guys are a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical, a little bit more athletically gifted. You know, Clyde could do it all. These guys, all 3 of them, have a different skill set that is great. You know, they're each unique. But I think Chris Curry and Tyrion Davis will probably be the ones to get the most carries starting out, just simply because of that punishing style. You know, you deal with this guy who comes in here and runs just like Marshawn Lynch. You know, he comes out the game, and you got to turn around and deal with Tyrion Davis-Price. You know, so you got 2 punishing style running backs that don't like to go down, that can wear you out to go along with that passing game. You put all that together, I believe that it's very fair to say that LSU has all kinds of potential. Y'all keep talking about everything that LSU lost. Well, I'm here to show you everything that LSU has. Okay? Better say your prayers, because I'm telling you, LSU will be back in the conversation. They are coming. They are ready. They are mean. And they are grinding. Y'all be blessed. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, give me a couple of views. We appreciate any support. Thank you very much. Take it easy.